Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In this video recording, we are going to take a general overview of the PowerPoint handouts, part 1 and part 2, as a revision for your examination. So at the beginning, I already started Microsoft PowerPoint, and as you can see here, you can go to the Home tab, in which you can create also a blank presentation in addition to having a list of all your recent files. Or you can go to the New option here on New tab, where you can start a blank presentation or select any of the themes that you can see here, or even search online for templates and themes if you want an extra one. So I'm going to start with a blank presentation right now. As you can see, when you start with this, you're going to have this presentation created for you automatically. If you have a newer version, if I'm not mistaken, after 2019, you're going to have this design idea option. I'm going to turn it off for now. PowerPoint is very similar to Microsoft Word that we already discussed before. It has a ribbon with tabs that represents a set of commands. Each tab has options related to its name actually. So with the insert tab, usually you're going to insert table, pictures, shapes, header, footer, word art. Or from the design tab, you're going to change your presentation, theme, colors, fonts, and so on and so forth. From this tab, you're going to add transitions. From this tab, you're going to add animations. Actually, it's very similar to what you already saw in Microsoft Word. Now, the first difference between PowerPoint and Microsoft Word, which is very important to understand and know, if you want, for example, if you have a shape format, you see the measurement unit is in inches here. If you want to change them to centimeters, you cannot do this from PowerPoint. If you go to File Options, you're not gonna see them here like Microsoft Word. So the only way that you can do it is you need to go to your control panel and change it from your system, because PowerPoint will use the measurement units that is used in your system, whether it's Windows or Mac. Okay, we are speaking here about Windows because we have Windows. So you need to go to the control panel, and from there you can change your measurement units. So this is at the beginning, if you want to understand the main difference now for the measurement units. The second thing is that we need to know is at the beginning we have one slide. The file is called presentation, it's not document. So this presentation automatically has one slide. This slide is title. It has a title and subtitle, placeholder. So now what placeholder means, when you click inside your placeholder, you can write your title as you can see here. For example, 2021. And when you click here, it's going to be, let's say, students handouts part 01. You'll not see the placeholder text, but when you go and delete the text, you're going to see the placeholder caption or message. Again, click to add a subtitle. You are not going to delete the whole placeholder. If you want to delete the placeholder, you should not delete the text. You should click the bounding box and delete it. This way you are going to delete the placeholder. See, clicking and deleting the text will keep that placeholder in place. If you want to delete the placeholder, you should click and delete the placeholder. Okay, now at the beginning, how can we add new slides? To add a new slide, you have two different methods, or actually more than two different methods, but at the beginning you can do it from Home tab. You see you have here a new slide in which you have title slide, title and content, and other types of slides. Okay, the other way, so at the beginning I can just go here and select title with content. It's going to be my second slide. The other way is you go to the insert tab, and from the insert tab you go and select a new slide, and then you can select, for example, to content, as you can see here. Okay, you see the placeholder. Now the placeholder has text that you can add in addition to other contents like table, pictures, online pictures or online images, charts, smart arts, videos, shapes, etc. Okay, so as you saw, when you add a new slide, each slide has a type or a layout type: title and content, section header, picture with caption, content with caption, and so on. So we learned when we click new slide, you can add any one of those with the layout type you want. But what if you want to change an already existing slide? You can do this by clicking the slide that you want to change and go to the Home tab. Here you have from the slides group, you have layout. You see by default it's title slide. This is the default layout that you're going to have when you start your presentation. You can change it to title with content. You can change it to picture with caption. As you can see now, it's turned to picture with caption, and it's automatically going to give you some design ideas, ready design ideas. You can stop suggesting if you don't like it until you restart PowerPoint. I'm going to just keep it. I will close it because you might need it. It will simplify and make your work in some cases faster actually. Okay, so you can apply this to all your slides. You see, I can apply the layout and make it blank. I don't need any placeholder. I can select this as well, and I can change it or I can keep it. So now, what if I want to select all the slides or multiple slides? Selecting multiple slides, just selecting multiple objects in any Windows application. You can hold Control and click to select a different slide, or click and press Shift, click the last one. You're going to select the whole, all the slides in range, or you can press Control A from your keyboard and you're going to select all your slides, and then I will be able to change their layout at once. So the question was, can I change the layout for multiple slides at once? Yes, you need to select them using any way you want. Click with Control, click with Shift, Control A using shortcuts. You can use any method that you want, and then you can add or you can change their layouts. So now you notice that when we are inserting a new slide, it's always inserted at the end. Can you insert it in another location? Yes, sure. You see, when you click, you have this red line. This red line indicates the location of your new added slide. So I'm going to click it here and I will add a new slide. And to make it a little bit different, I'm going to make it comparison. You see, you have a new slide here. You can add it anywhere you want. So now what if, this could be a question, what if you have multiple slides selected? Okay, let's start with one slide. What if you have this slide selected and you pressed new slide? Where the new slide will be added? Probably it's going to be added after the selected slide, and this is the common sense. You see, yeah, it will be added after the selected slide. Knowing this fact, it means if you are selecting more than one slide and you want to add a slide, so let me select, for example, all of them, and I will add a new slide which is picture with caption or title only. It will be added at the end. You see, this is title only. These are not title only. Okay, as you can see, it will be added all the way to the end. So adding a new slide will by default add it at the end, or in your selected location, or after the selected slide, whether it's one or more than one. Now we learned how to insert a new slide, and we learned how to insert a new slide using several methods. So now how can we delete a slide? You just select the slide and hit delete from the keyboard. You can select several slides and hit delete from the keyboard. Okay, now as you can see, I'm going to insert several slides. Can I arrange the slides? Yes, we will arrange them, but I will leave this until we change the design. So when I arrange them, you see the difference. Now they are all white. You might not tell the difference. Okay, but simply speaking, you can arrange them by just dragging them and dropping them anywhere you want. Okay, so now how can I duplicate a slide? So for example, I want this slide. Let me change its layout to title slide. I will say PowerPoint 21, as I said, and then subtitle working with slides. So now I just need to duplicate this. So how can I do this? You have several methods to do duplication. The easiest method is selecting the slide, press Ctrl D from the keyboard. Ctrl D will duplicate the slide automatically, will put it after the selected slide, not at the end. You see, now I will duplicate this. I will go to the design ideas. I will change its design. It's going to be like this. and this is going to be like this, for example, here. So now you see when I duplicate this, the white one, it's not going to be, it will not go to the end, it will go after the selected slide. Just like the insert new, when you insert a new, it's going to be after the selected one, whether it's 1 or 10. Okay, so as you can see, I'm deleting it, and now you can change it to something else like that, volcano. The other one is, or the other method is, you can select the slide, like you can see here, Control C, and then you select the location where you want to paste it and press Control V. So just like copy and pasting any normal text. If there is any other method, you can select this. When you go to the new slide, whether from the home or insert, you can select duplicate selected slides. Also, it will be inserted after the selected one. So as you can see, you have several methods to change, to duplicate your slides. It's not one method. As I always tell my students, the method that we are using or I'm using, it's not the only way, and probably it's not the best way. It might not be. It depends on your scenario. It depends on your preferences. Which one do you like? Personally, I like using shortcuts, Control D, Control Shift V, and C and V. Sorry. Some people might like to use a mouse and all these things. So you need to practice, as you can see here, and as we always tell you, practice makes perfect. You just need to practice all the time. Even though PowerPoint is very simple and easy application, you need to practice in order to master it and to be confident when you do your examination or any assessment. So this is basically your slide. How to working with slides, how to insert and how to delete. Now, how to change location or edit. As I said, you can move it simply by dragging and dropping slides anywhere you want. If you want, you can go to the sorter view from here. When you go to the sorter view, then it is an easier way to create or to rearrange your slides. As you can see here, I can put this at the end, and of course you can zoom in, you can zoom in or zoom in or zoom out. It's up to you. It depends on how many slides you have, and simply dragging and dropping slides in certain location, we will be able to arrange your slides. Okay, so I will go back to the normal view here. See, this is the normal view. You have normal view, sorter view, read view, and slideshow, as we'll see later. So I'm going to delete these things. I don't need any design to be added. Now, the second thing that we're going to learn after we learned how to insert, delete, and rearrange our slides, how to change the design of my presentation, how to apply a theme to my presentation. Simply, you need to go to the Design tab, and from the Design tab, you're going to see a list of themes that you can apply to your presentation. Like this, for example, I'm going to apply this theme, or maybe this one here, and this is going to affect all the slides in your presentation. Okay, this is going to affect all the slides in your presentation, and from the design, you can change the theme, and then you can apply different variants for your theme, as we can see here. In addition to applying different color variants, different font variants, and different effects. As you can see here, there is no effects applied. There are no effects applied, but when you have, they're going to be different. And you can apply also different background styles as you want, as you can see here. Of course, we're going to come to the background and see how to format the background. So from the design, you can apply your theme to everything else. Okay. So now, can I apply the theme to my selected slide only? Can you do this? For sure you can. And we are going to show you how to do this. So we were saying, what if you want to apply a style to this slide only? When you go to the theme, you need to right-click it, and then you see you apply to all slides, apply to selected slide. Of course, you can delete it, you can set it as theme, you can add it to the quick toolbar gallery. We are interested in this only. I'm going to just apply it to my selected slide. So if you want to apply a theme to a single slide, you're not going to do this frequently usually, unless you have a specific reason, because usually we want our presentation to be consistent. All slides have the same theme, fonts, colors, and so on. But for some reason, if you wanted to do this, you can select your slide, go to the theme and right click apply to matching slides. You see, or apply, I don't want it to apply to matching slides with the same type. I want to apply it to the selected one. And as you can see here, I changed my theme. So this is easy. This is very simple, or simply how to change the presentation design. Okay, simply speaking, it's going to be like this. So again, we are going to select everything, or I don't need to select everything. I'm going to just go here and select. It's going to apply to this slide only, and this is going to apply to this slide only. You see, this will not be affected because I applied a theme individually to this slide. So if you want, you need to select this and you say apply to all slides, then this will be affected. Because when you change one slide individually, applying a new theme will not affect it because it's already separated with a different theme. You just need to go right click the new slide like this, for example, and you apply it to all slides, and then now you have this slide applied. I will go here and change the type. Actually, I'm going to make it title with content, and this is going to be title with two contents, and this is going to be title with comparison, or just comparison, not to content. Everything, all of them have actually titles, as you can see here. Now, how to insert elements to PowerPoint presentation? It's very similar or almost identical to inserting elements into a Word document. So to insert an element, for example, if we want to insert a text, you simply type. So working with slides, working with themes, working with shapes, working with, with images, and transitions, with animation, with transitions. These are the topics. So now what if I want to make images, or to have two sub text or sub-level contents to the images? Let's say offline, online, we want it to be a part of this or a child of this. So we can just select them and we go here and increase the level. See, it's just Microsoft Word including the level. It's gonna move its indentation to the right side, and of course the font is going to be a little bit smaller. You might notice that we don't have ruler here. Just like Word, I can go to view and then I will check this on. I'm going to have a ruler. So you see, this is the indentation here, and this is the indentation for that. This is basically how to change the bulleted list or text indentation. You can anyway select the whole text or any one of this and turn off the bullets or change it to numbers and so on, exactly like Microsoft Word. This is why we're not going to go and discuss these things. Also the formatting, we have left, center, right, justify. We have direction, left to right, right to left. We have line spacing. We have a lot of things that are identical to Microsoft Word actually. So the second important thing here is how to add an image or a picture, or picture, image, almost same thing, online or offline one. What if you want to add shapes? You can of course add it from the placeholder, and we are going to demonstrate what's the difference between adding it without a placeholder and with a placeholder. You see, now I have a placeholder here, so I'm going to go and add a stock image, an online image, and I'm going to add an image which is called grapes. Okay, and we're going to add, this is a nice image actually. We're going to insert this one here, and as you can see, it will be inserted inside my placeholder, now with of course all my design ideas. So but what if you click outside and you go to the insert tab, just like Word, and go to pictures? I will go to stock pictures or online pictures. I will go to stock pictures and I'm gonna select grapes. I need to find the same image, and I'm gonna insert this image in my slide. You see, now the image will be inserted using its original size. it's large image, but since you added it inside the placeholder, it's going to occupy only the placeholder location. Whether where you inside, when you insert it without a placeholder, it's going to occupy the whole presentation size. You can delete it right now. And the other difference, you see, when I deleted the image completely gone. But here, when I delete the image, you're going to get the placeholder again. Of course, you can add it to add shapes and all these kind of other elements. Okay, so we're going to go here and select or add a blank slide. And I'm going to use it to demonstrate adding images. I'm going to insert here. I will go to this device. I will insert from an image from my device. Okay. Let me find an image from my device, actually. And we added this image, as you can see here. Now you can resize the image, as you can see. You can rotate it. You can crop it if you want by going here to the crop. You see these icons, these black lines and corner lines represent the crop, so you can move it to crop your image. As you can see here, you can crop it from any direction, or you can crop it from two directions at the same time. And when you're done, you can just click the crop again. When you click the crop, you're going to have the original image one more time. You can move your original image inside the cropped area, so to select which area that you want to crop, or you can just go back to the original image size, as you can see here, and as you can see here as well. Then you crop. If you want to crop it even more precisely, you can click this little icon here, and you're gonna have format picture options. And you see here you have the size, effects, fill, and picture. I'm gonna have the crop here. This is the position. You can change the position of the image, not from here. I will just crop it. So let me go to the picture and crop it. Yeah, here we will be able to, this is the crop position and this is the picture position. You see the crop position, you can change it from here. They are all on inches. Okay, what if I keep it 0? Select 0, or basically we're not going to select 0. You see the width is 6, so we're going to write 6.0.06. It's going to go all the way to the end, and the offset is, make it 0, the offset, you see now 4.24, and height is going to be 4.24, and now I resumed or restored the original image. Of course, you don't need always to go there and be very precise using this format picture option, but if you wanted to do this, actually just like Word, but you can do it easily from here using these handles. You're going to crop. If you want, you can. If you don't want it, you can just press escape. From here, you can change the dimension of the image. From here, you can align it, you can rotate it, you can send it backward or forward, same as what you can do here from the right click, but you need to have several images in order for the forward and backward to work. As you will see, I'm going to insert another image, and now I'm going to insert an online image, not stock image. Okay, Apple or car. Let's go for a car here, and we are going to select car. Let's select this BMW. Looks okay, and it's going to be big. Of course, it's going to occupy the whole slide. I'm going to just move it or scale it a little bit, and then of course you can go and insert shape. You can insert anything from here. Of course, you can insert circle, you can insert rectangle, as you can see here, and you can change the style of the rectangle. You see these styles are affected by the design variants and colors. See, now when I go here, you see different direct is changed, and now I have different colors. As you can see here, I have this yellow one and I have the green one. why I have several shapes. So we can try the forward and backward options. So when you bring forward, it's already forward, you can send it to back or backward. Backward is going to be sent one level, sent to back, it's going to be sent all the way to the back, you see. Okay, now I can right click and bring to front, it's going to be brought to the front. Okay, I will delete now these, or let me keep these pictures right now. We're going to do some testing on them. First of all, I will select the circle. Let me zoom a little bit on it. Okay, when you go to the shape format, you should notice that you have insert shapes group where you can insert new shapes, as you can see here. Okay, you can rotate it if you want, and you can change the shape style from this group or the word art style, and you might wonder where is the word art. You can insert text inside the shape by right clicking the shape and select edit text, and this is going to be text side shape. Okay, now when you select the shape and you change the style from here, you are gonna changing, or you are changing, let me just move it to that side so you can see it. You're changing the style of the shape only. You are not affecting the text in any way. You see, the text is not going to be affected. I'm going to just make it, delete this, orange. You can change the fill, of course, and select different fill types from here. Similarly to Microsoft Word, you can change the outline weight. Okay, and you can apply effect including shadows, reflection, glow, bevel, soft images, soft edges, sorry, 3D rotation. You see here I'm going to add a glow to it, like a yellow glow. Okay, so you can apply effects, outline, fill, or from the all from shape style group, and this of course can be also changed from here. You should notice this is very important. When you change the style from here, when you select a style template, like I decided, oh, I don't like the orange, I just need it to be green, you see you're gonna lose everything that you did here, because these are style templates. It has already shape, fill, outline, and sometimes effects. So when you apply any one of those and then you change the style, you're going to lose all your modifications. So you need to apply a style and then edit it, and then don't apply another style. Okay, so what shall I do then if I didn't like the orange? You just need to go here and change it to green if you don't like it. If you just needed to change the color to green, but if you want to change everything, of course you're going to just go to the shape and change it to something else like that, but again you're going to lose everything. Now the word art will affect the text inside the shape. You see here it's going to be affecting the text inside the shape, and similarly to this you can change the fill, outline, or text effect, but when you change that, you see I'm going to just change this and make it yellow, and I'm going to make this red, for example. Okay, it's not obvious because we just need to select another style, but just an example here, fill, outline, effect. Now when I select another style from here, I will lose everything that I did. Similarly to this, because these are included in this. So when you apply a style, you are removing all previous fill, outline, and effects. Okay, and you can go here, of course, if you don't like, and you say I want to clear all my styles, and you're going to go back to the original text, which is like this. So somebody will ask maybe, or will wonder, why should I insert a text inside a shape? I can have my shape like this. Okay, and then I can go to the insert and select word art, and select this word art and write word art, and simply go to home and change the size and change everything I want. Let me go and select 100%, or let me just fit it. Okay, I will select this word art. As you can see, I can increase the size. Of course, this is not the only reason, because here I also can increase and decrease the size, as you can see here. Okay, now the first difference that you are going to notice is when you move the shape, the text will move with it. But here, when you move the shape, the text will not move with it. If you want the text and the shape to move together, you need to select both of them and then you need to group them. So you need to go to shape format, and you can need to go to group, and then you group them. And now when they move, you're going to move them together. This is this is one difference. The second thing is when you decide that you want to delete the shape. Here, if the shape has text inside it, the text will be deleted automatically. You cannot do anything about it. You cannot keep the text while deleting the shape, because the shape is the container for your text, or the text is inside your shape. So deleting it will delete the text. However, here, if they are not grouped, or even if they are grouped, you can ungroup them, and then you decide that you want to delete the shape, but you want to keep the text, or the vice versa. Here, this is not possible. Deleting the shape will delete the text, but of course, you can delete the text without affecting the shape. With word art, here, okay, let me just try it. For example, my name is a little bit long. You can go to text effects, and you see you can apply a transformation like these little things here. That is going to be a little bit nice effects that you can do inside PowerPoint without needing to go to a specialized program. Okay, you see, I can go to the transform and then do whatever I want with it. And then of course I can change the transformation from here. You see, if you want to change the text, see this orange line, orange dot, sorry, or circle, you can use it to increase or decrease the shape of the text. See, now when I write it, it's going to be like this. See, you can just continue typing anything you want. So this is basically how to add a shape, how to format your shape, how to add a word art, how to format word art, how to add a text inside the shape, and how to format it, and all these kind of things. Now, how can we format actually the image itself? Formatting the image is fairly easy as well. Just like Microsoft Word, you can select the image, you can double click it, and access the picture formatting. Also, you can change the border, picture effects, picture layout, as you can see. But always remember, when you apply a style, you're going to lose everything there. So for example, I apply this style here. Let me delete this car. Okay, and now I just need to, or let me delete this actually and keep the car. Okay, when I have this style applied, now if I decided that I need a border, this border, I need more weight to my border, and then I decided that I need a reflection or a glow. In addition to the glow, I need it to be beveled like this, and I need to apply 3D rotation to my car, just like that, or maybe like this only. Now, if you decided that, oh, I don't like this style, I just needed to add or to apply another style like this, for example, you see you're going to lose everything. Your outline, your glow, your 3D rotation, everything. Just like your shape. Exactly the same thing, you see? So now you have this image here. Of course, similarly to other software, you can go to correction, change the brightness and contrast, sharpen and soften. You can go and apply different color tone to it. You can apply or change the transparency. You can apply an artistic effects to the car, like this effect, like this effect here. As you can see here, it's taking a long time. It will be affected. You see the, just make it watery like that. You might notice the difference. You can apply background removal. You can compress your pictures, change your picture to to another file. You can reset the picture, and this is gonna reset everything and goes back to the original state, except for the size, of course. Okay, so this is basically how to work with pictures and formatting them and format them. We are gonna leave the transition and animation to another video, but at the beginning or right now, I'm gonna just tell you one last thing on this video to make it a little bit. Now it's already more than 30 minutes. How to change the background for your slide. So you can change the background using several methods. as usual. You can simply right click, format background, and you're gonna have this background options. You can select solid fill, where you can select your fill. As you can see here, you can change the transparency. You can go to the gradient fill, as you can see here, and select what color stops that you want, what gradient stops that you want, what type of gradient that you like, and of course color position, everything else. You can delete and add stops, or you can select picture or texture. You see here you can insert a picture from file, images, or even icons, or you can go to the clipboard and apply the last copied thing in your clipboard. Okay, I will go to this here, or you can select any one of the texture that PowerPoint provides. Of course, if you don't like any one of those, you can go and insert a picture, or you can select a pattern fill and select a different or a pattern from here. Any pattern that you select, you can apply a different color for it. You see it's going to be green. The background could be something else like yellow and green. It's not necessarily white. It's a bit hard to see, so this is better, as you can see, and I can change the green into a dark shade of color, dark shade of blue. As you can see here, you have a lot of options that you can apply, and again you can apply to all, which means you're going to apply it to all slides. Of course, you can apply it to only the selected slide. If you wanted to apply it to be applied to all, you can do this. And when you apply it to all, there is no way that you can reset the background, but right now you can reset the background and this slide will be reset. This is the first method. The second method is you can go to the design, and from here you see format background, and you're going to see the same options here. Okay, the other way is you go to the slide, to the theme. When you select the theme, you can go to the variants, and from background styles you can select the style automatically, or you can go and format background, and you're going to get the exact same window for background options. Okay, one last thing you need to remember, that you can change from the design tab as your slide size. You can use the standard size, which is 4:3. See, do you want to maximize the contents, or you want to ensure fits? If you maximize it, it's going to be like this, or you can ensure fits. And nowadays we are using all white screens, 19:6 aspect ratios, where we're going to keep it like that. Okay, and you might notice that everything resets to the original, but because we did it already, it's not because of the slide size. Okay, because we already selected the theme from here. So just to recap, we learned how to create a new presentation, how to work with the slides, insert, duplicate, rearrange, delete, how to insert contents including text, images, shapes, word art, the difference between adding text inside a shape or adding text as a word art and put it over the text or grouped with the text. We learned how to change the theme, the presentation theme. We apply theme to all slides or to specific slide, how to format background, and how to format shapes and word arts and images. I hope this was clear. It was a little bit quick, but it's an overview of the PowerPoint skills and topics that you already learned before. Thank you very much for your listening. See you in part 2, where we're gonna discuss the use of transitions and animations. Have a nice day.